Steve Biko, a name synonymous with black pride, defiance, and the dismantling of South Africa's inhuman system of racial segregation, known as apartheid. On this day, August 18th, but in 1977, the South African government, notorious for its brutal enforcement of apartheid, arrested Steve Biko. Why? What did they fear about this seemingly ordinary man? And how did his arrest impact the course of South Africa's history? Stick around to find out. But before we dive into the turbulent tale of Steve Biko's arrest, let's take it back a little. Let's rewind the clock to another significant moment in South Africa's history. But this time in 1964, on this day, August 18th, the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, made a bold move. They banned South Africa from participating in the upcoming Olympics in Tokyo. What led to this decision? South Africa's stubborn refusal to end its discriminatory policies of apartheid. This exclusion was not a mere snub in the world of sports, it was a resounding global statement. It sent shockwaves across the international community, forcing the world to confront the moral implications of racial segregation. In a united front, African nations had demanded that South Africa be banned from the Olympics. Their voices echoed the sentiments of millions who were tired of the inhumane system of apartheid. Now fast forward to 1977. The political landscape of South Africa had become increasingly charged. The oppressive atmosphere of apartheid was suffocating the nation. In response, a growing number of South Africans began to openly defy this unjust system. Enter Steve Biko. He wasn't just a man, he was a symbol of black empowerment. A charismatic leader, a philosopher, and an activist. Steve Biko was at the forefront of South Africa's black consciousness movement. He challenged the very core of apartheid, advocating for black pride, unity, and self-reliance. On this day in 1977, the apartheid regime made a move against him. They arrested Steve Biko. But why? What did they fear so much about this man? Biko's arrest was a turning point. It marked a shift in the struggle against apartheid. The regime's actions only fueled the fire of resistance. As news of Biko's arrest spread, protests erupted across the nation. People took to the streets, demanding his release and an end to apartheid. Now let's reflect on the significance of these two events that unfolded on this day, August 18th, but years apart. Steve Biko's arrest and South Africa's ban from the Olympics. They seem disparate, yet they are intertwined in the broader narrative of the dismantling of apartheid. Biko's arrest epitomized the brutality and oppression of the apartheid regime. It showcased the regime's fear of a unified black population rising against their discriminatory rule. His leadership personified the struggle for black liberation and self-determination. On the other hand, the Olympic ban was a symbolic defeat for South Africa. It exposed the international community's intolerance for apartheid. It demonstrated that sports, a platform for unity and international camaraderie, could also be a battleground for justice and equality. As South Africa marched towards freedom, Steve Biko's legacy became a guiding light. His philosophy of black consciousness continues to inspire movements for racial justice and equality. Similarly, the Olympic ban serves as a precedent, illustrating how global platforms can hold nations accountable for human rights violations. Today, South Africa stands as a testament to the triumph of unity and diversity. The Rainbow Nation, as it's often called, celebrates its multicultural heritage. The sports field has become a microcosm of this unity, with athletes of different backgrounds competing and winning together. The country also remembers and honors figures like Steve Biko through various memorials and museums. His life and work serve as a reminder of the struggles endured to achieve the freedom and democracy that South Africa enjoys today. And that's it for today. To powerful moments in history that unfolded on this day, August 18th, Steve Biko's arrest and South Africa's ban from the Olympics. Remember, each event is a thread in the rich tapestry of history. Together they form a pattern, a story of struggle, resistance, and ultimate triumph. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Keep asking questions, keep seeking answers, and above all, keep being curious. Until next time, stay curious.